Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to visit with me. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I would like to share part one of an article that I wrote several days ago by the title of Living with Adversity and the Power of Identification. As you listen to this article being read and questions come to mind, please send those questions to me. All questions are good questions. I would encourage you to watch part two of this article video presentation, as part two elaborates upon what I present in part one. To read part one of this article, I'll put my glasses back on and bring up the article. Thank you again for your time. Here's the article. Living with Adversity and the Power of Identification, Part 1. In April of 2007, I wrote an article, The Power of Identification, in which I shared an empowering principle. The principle found within the power of identification has encouraged, motivated, empowered, and given me hope in my process. I would like to share some of what I have learned with you in this article. Living with adversity can leave me feeling isolated. Identification helps me to move out of the shadows of isolation and feeling alone. Identification gives me the courage to be comfortable in my own skin. Identification gives me the ability to love and accept myself. Identification helps me to celebrate my worth and value as an individual. Identification helps me to learn how to trust in the process of loving God and myself as I live my life. Identification helps me to understand and experience comfort, courage, and hope. Identification helps me to stop fighting against myself. Identification motivates me to not give up in the face of adversity. Through my process and journey, I have learned how to distinguish between the insinuations brought forth by comparison and the freedom that identification brings to my life. Below, I would like to share some of what I've learned through my experience. These contrasts help me to recognize when I'm being challenged by comparison, these contrasts help me to recognize when I am being challenged to compare myself to other individuals and when I am being empowered by identification. As you read my contrasts, get a pen and paper out and determine what other contrasts you can add to my list. In the process of reading my cause, effect, and contrasts between comparison and identification, and then developing your own list, you may find that you have been berating, judging, and fighting against yourself for no good reason. This is the end of part one of this video presentation. Again, I would encourage you to watch part two, as part two elaborates upon the various contrasts between comparison and identification. I'll say so long for now, but before I do, please let me encourage you with this. Please do not give up on yourself, the loving God of your process, because more will be revealed in and with time. The pieces of the puzzle will come together at the right time and in the correct order. I'll say so long for now. Have a great day, and God bless both you and your family. So long now.